talk about that change in the room to where it's sort of more accommodating APCs? Because you also hear about how increasingly difficult it is to adopt.
Yes. You know, so what we hear about a lot is the stresses of managed care. You have to see 40 patients in the morning in order to and at Oxford, a credential makes you have 6-minute visits with patients. Well, Oxford or Prudential will decide how much to pay you for a visit. They're not going to govern how long it should be. So the governing of that is a much more internal calculus. And, you know, if sometimes it even comes down to, if you're willing to work for a slightly lower salary, you can have longer time with these patients. We're not quite as governed as some think we are. It is the case that there are many, many physicians, especially in places like New York, who feel utterly swamped, you know, and they have so many patients, and they start at 6 in the morning, and then they make rounds at noon, and then they go to their second office, and then they make rounds at their second hospital. And you have to ask them, why do you do that? There are other good doctors. You don't have to take care of every patient who comes to you. Do you see? I mean, we can shift the way we think about it. And I mean, they say very earnestly, well, but my patient's sister called, and she needs an appointment, and of course I have to see her. And I said, well, no, you don't. You can never see your colleague. You see, I think that the quality of the medical care improves as, wait, I can't get that. The quality is inversely proportional to the amount of time we do it. Which is to say, it's much, much harder to do high quality medicine if the medicine is all you do. And I think the quality is far better if you do the medicine in only 60% of your time and use the 40% for some other thing. And we see this in places like Columbia where the 40% might be teaching, might be research, might be writing, might be running an Asian Africa program, might be going to Peru a month out of the year to do sort of volunteer service. Do you see? But the lives that I see around me and my colleagues at PNS are extraordinarily creatively designed. And it's by no means the case that once you get out of training, you have to be, you know, in an office for 12 hours a day, seeing 40 patients a day. It's just not the case. And especially since these midterm elections that just happened, there is a much greater optimism that the doctors, nurses, social workers, hospital administrators, and patients will be heard as they say this form of delivered health care is not working. And so we all predict that there will be fresh approaches to the financing, the access, and the delivery of health care as we get larger classes of medical schools. You know about the AARC's request that we all increase by 30% our admissions classes. So as medical schools get bigger, new ones are starting, right? I mean, you guys know this better than I. You know, we haven't seen this in decades, the development of new ones. So they're going to be more of them, right? Making possible this 60-40 that I'm talking about.
I'll agree.
You're not agree? I think it is. Okay. I just think what you're doing is fabulous. And I think it is forward thinking. I think it's hard. I think it's what medicine needs. And I'm just so proud of it. My heart bursts. So thank you.
All right. So I guess now I'm just gonna wrap up real quick, and whoever wants to stay afterwards, we're gonna have the open mic. Just aside from the readers of the chapbook, anybody who wants stuff, I have some stuff in case there's no fillers, and I think it's just a little more intimate setting, sort of for fun, and people would meet each other, hear each other. Thank you so much for coming again. There's about half of you guys here now, which is the bold and resilient. That's great. And again, we'd like to thank pretty much everybody that helped out. I can't stress enough that it's so important. Thanks, Nick, for the camera work. That's very helpful. Appreciate that. And lastly, I just really like to thank Dr. Strone again. I think you rarely have the chance to I guess, see a speaker that's just so generous. I got a sense that she's here just want to share with us as young people on the path that she empathizes with and also just loves. Yeah. So I think I couldn't be happier about sharing here. So let's give her another round of applause.